February brings a brand new season with Sam Wilson stepping up as Captain America. Is he the hero your deck needs? I'll give a final review of Iron Patriot, share theory-crafted decks for each series, and preview the exciting new cards for this month. So this is what I said about Iron Patriot in his preview video. If you skip this season, I wouldn't be mad at you. And I think I still agree with my past self that if you skip this season, sure, he's a cool card. As a content creator, I got 3 deck videos out of him, so for me, it was worth it. But if I weren't making videos, I would have passed on this season pass, and I wouldn't have regretted it. He can be good, he can be decent, but Iron Patriot is not a super strong card, and I would have been able to win without him, which I made it to Infinite without him this season. And so I stand by that. He's a good card. By no means is he a requirement to any or most super high-level decks. So if you have passed on the season because it is no longer available anymore, or if you are watching this when it still is, I would say if you still haven't gotten it, you won't be missing much. Here are some graphics from the new season. We have a couple of different variants, Captain America variants, both flavors that are okay. We have, of course, some avatars. I don't know many people that care about those. And some more variants and some card backs and a card border. I couldn't tell you what color that is, but it's sparkly. It's just basic stuff in the season pass, and there is the graphic. So if you decide to spend the $10, you will get those cosmetics. And you will also get Sam Wilson Captain America.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
So what this card does is, at the start of the game, it adds Captain America's shield to a random location, and the shield has an ongoing effect that it can't be destroyed, and you buff your cap anytime it moves to a cap's location. This definitely includes the original Captain America as far as getting that buff. As far as it including Captain Marvel, another cap, that is to be determined as of me recording this, so check in the comments, and the second there is a concrete answer on the functionality there, I will pin that comment. Sam Wilson Captain America also has an ongoing that you can move Cap shield. So this is a very interesting card because at game start, you essentially get a 0-1 on the board. You didn't have to play it. So it is a 1-1. It can't be destroyed. You don't have to worry about Killmonger. But there will be games where it goes into bar with no name and you don't draw Sam Wilson Captain America and you can't move it, so you just lose that location. So that's an interesting component, that you need Sam Wilson Captain America on the board to actually move Cap shield, unless you were to play a Madame Web or something that can cloak and move it in that fashion as well. It is pretty much a straightforward card. It is ongoing, so it can work in ongoing type decks. You almost always want to pair it with the original Captain America just to increase the chances of the cards getting buffed, but otherwise this will probably settle into one of the stronger 2-cost cards in the game. For the Series 2 deck version, I am leaning into the Khazar Zeus style. Now the differences are you have Kraven to benefit from the shield moving around, you have original Captain America. There is a Cosmo here for some tech along with Shang-Chi, and then a Claw as a surprise card along with Khazar being Zoo. For beginners, people at low CL levels, ongoing cards, Spectrum decks are probably going to be the biggest home for this Captain America card. Just decent value. I wanted to do something a little bit different, but ultimately you could put, instead of Claw, you could put in Spectrum, or instead of Kraven, you could put in Spectrum. So kind of tweak the deck as you see fit, but this was my idea for a Series 2 version. For the Series 3 version, remember these are just theory crafted decks, so definitely tweak them as you see fit once you try to use them. We're leaning more into a control aspect. Kingpin, I know we don't have anything that really moves cards, but having Kingpin down on the board is just a natural counter to this shield that's going to be moving around. So if you play that Kingpin in Sam Wilson Captain America's lane, sure, Sam Wilson Captain America is going to get the buff, but that shield is going to now get -2, and now you just at a minimum have a -1 on the board, and more if you continue moving it back and forth. There is Kraven, of course, to benefit from the shield moving. Psylocke is here to get out one of 3 4-cost cards in Captain Marvel, Jessica Jones, and Storm. Sunspot to soak up some energy, Goose for some control, and especially with Sam Wilson Captain America or Kraven, you can buff those cards and they can't be Shang-Chi'd. There's Gamora on your top end, along with a Doctor Doom to get into your controlled locations. Now this deck might be doing a little bit too much, so it might need to be tweaked to go one direction or the other, but pairing Sam Wilson Captain America with Hercules sounds hilarious to me. Because on turn 2, you can play Captain America. On turn 3, you play Hercules into that same lane. And then on turns 4, 5, and 6, you can move that shield into Hercules' lane. Sam Wilson Captain America will get buffed, and then the shield moves back out. So every single turn, you can move that shield to where Sam Wilson Captain America is. So that's 2, 4, 6. Plus 3. 9. A 2, 9.
Man, do big maths!
Not too much, but a 2/9 is definitely above rate. And then this also goes with a Living Tribunal path with Human Torch and Dagger, building those up with a Madame Web. That's another way to potentially move a shield before you have Captain America on the board if you need the space. Cosmo's here to protect some of your cards and as good tech. Beast if you need to bounce your Human Torch or Dagger to protect them. Kraven, of course, benefits. He was in all 3 of these decks because the shield just, if you're not benefiting Captain America, then you're benefiting Kraven. So that's fantastic. And a bunch of move activators for your Human Torch or Dagger. And Living Tribunal to top it off. But if that plan doesn't come together, maybe you can just build enough power with Captain America and Kraven. I will briefly touch on the new cards for the entirety of this season. So we've already covered Sam Wilson Captain America, and I will let you know if I'm getting the season pass in a little bit. Joaquin Torres Falcon either has his own video out right now, or it will be out shortly. Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross is a very interesting ability card because it is card draw, and you don't see many of those. It is opponent controlled to a certain degree, so that's another interesting wrinkle. So I will have plenty to say during that preview video. Red Wing is a 3/3. The first time this moves, add a card from your hand to the old location. That's also a curious ability. It will be a random card from your hand. So I don't know what type of deck this fits into just yet. I'll have to sit down and think about it, whether that's higher power cards that you can cheat out for free. That may be the home it ends up finding itself in. And then we have Diamondback, which increases the negative affliction in her lane. All of these cards are interesting to a certain degree, and like I said, every week I will break down on whether I will be picking them up or not, so stay tuned. Did the title of this video already ruin this reveal? Maybe, because I still haven't formalized the title. So I will be passing on this season pass. When I spoke about Iron Patriot, I said I would have passed if I wasn't making videos, and I still believe that. This one, even though I make videos, I think I'm passing.
What don't I understand?
This card, while unique, just doesn't strike me as being strong. So I might be dead wrong on this, but I don't think this is a great card in any capacity.
Your channel stinks.
And you will be super fine using whatever deck you want to in this Sam Wilson season. Having the shield generate automatically or be added to the field automatically is unique and intriguing, but also that can just get you in trouble. And Sam Wilson himself is really just an ongoing card, and you're moving this shield once, but you have to move it away, so you're not getting a buff when you move it away, because presumably you want to move it too. The shield, I forgot to mention, is also open to being interacted with Red Guardian as well. So yeah, I just am failing to see how this is a great card in any capacity. It might be decent, but I will be fine making deck videos without Sam Wilson Captain America. But maybe you've thought of a good idea for this card and how it can be strong? Please let me know. I am fully open to being wrong, and if I am dead wrong, I will pick up the season pass. But the cosmetics weren't particularly interesting to me. This card isn't particularly interesting to me. And so that is why I am ultimately planning to pass, unless one of you all can change my mind. Thanks for hitting the end of the video, and thanks to the members of the channel. Until next time.